EZP. Welcome to another edition to Southern Soul EZP with my co-host Mac Beats, and we're talking about the forthcoming election. By the time you see this video, the election will be right on tap, ready to go.
Looks like the host just got a plate.
I'm not gonna put that in there. The election. Man, we've been waiting on this one. Mac Beats.
I have never seen this before. A sitting vice president and Democratic nominee for the president is being booed heavy on all the stages. Last few stages that she's been on, Vice President Harris has been getting booed and heckled out of this world. And I never really thought I would see it. I never thought I would see her supporters do this to her. Now, I have been hearing previous rumors that Donald Trump paid people to go to his rallies, and that the campaign paid people to go to his rallies. So it would make sense, if that rumor were true, that maybe the opposing campaign paid people to go to the vice president's rally for the purpose of booing and heckling. That
right,
could be happening.
Okay, well, let's take a look at what you're referring to here. We're going to take a look at this and see what we see.
Kamala Harris has added a new character to her playbook, the pastor. The Democratic candidate debuted a bizarre new accent during an appearance at the Church of Christian Compassion in Philadelphia.
Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. The path may seem hard, the work may seem heavy, but joy cometh in the morning, and church morning is on its way.
The new accent sent social media into a meltdown, with commentator Guy Benson saying, "New panda accent just dropped." This commentator agreed, saying, "Kamala Harris unveils new preacher accent in church this morning. How fake and phony can one person be?"
Wow.
Oh boy. And if those people aren't being paid to have that reaction, maybe that's the reason why. Maybe they're seeing this as different, because I've noticed different patterns of speech at different rallies in front of different audiences. When she speaks to different demographics, I can kind of hear a different similarity to that demographic a little bit. I think one time Mon slipped out. Mon, I heard her say Mon in a certain rally. I think that's what they're talking about, but that's sort of a far-fetched reason to boo somebody. So I'm really curious about this. I wish I could be more in contact with the people who are doing that, because it sounded like it was hundreds of them just yelling, hollering, boo, boo, boo. And in Texas, it was a nosedive, because as soon as Beyonce left, oh my goodness, everybody was mad. And many people left, and others stayed and booed.
I witnessed the same thing. I will say this to our Southern Soul EZP family. Southern Soul has a myriad of types of people that are from the South, that identify with the South. And these people in these states, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas, and Texas. These states are fertile ground, and we call it traditionally below the Bible Belt. Below the Bible Belt, traditionally for foundational Americans, we'll call it, is pretty conservative. And that's the reason why those videos that we did on Puffy Diddy kind of resonated amongst the Southern Soul family, because traditionally we're about Southern Soul values. We're about the values of Southern Soul. And that includes hard work. It includes sacrifice for the family. It includes traditionally, if we're not done well in our communities, we protest it. We get the community right, like we did in Birmingham, Alabama during the 1960s and the bus boycott. And so Southern Soul is the traditional cultural background of America. And we are outdone by this campaign. Now, many of you are on the right. Many of you are Trump supporters. Many of you are Kamala supporters. And then we have the middle. And it's this designated right on the screen right now. We have the right, the left, and the middle. And I've got that on the screen there for a reason, so that you can identify with what's most important to you. We put out a video regarding Southern Soul artists need production costs, they need administrative costs, they need promotion costs taken care of by the best candidate that's going to take care of the Southern Soul agenda. And so we have a priority. We do have an agenda. We want to get our music heard. Our music is not being played a lot in the dominant society. Over 2,000 radio stations in the dominant society. Less than 1% of them play Southern Soul, and the music is very well appreciated by many different demographics. And we're just wondering why. It just seems like if we're being shielded, that our music is being shielded and not played by the dominant society. Many of our Southern Soul artists really appreciate what we're doing at SouthernSoulATLFM.com, because we are the ones that are standing tall regarding the Southern Soul genre. Not many people are talking about our agenda, what we need. So you're looking at this video, you need to think about the right, the left, and the middle, and what's most important to you, because that's going to be your deciding vote for your future. It's your agenda. Agree?
Y'all know what to do. Punch that vote button when you go to vote. Even if you're not quite sure what you're going to vote for, do your own research. And after you double tap that vote and punch in your ballot, we'll double punch this like button, hit that subscribe button. We out.
See y'all on the radio. Love y'all.